Namaskar. Hello friends, today I'll be discussing on moon in the 8th house. So friends, when you have a question in mind what moon will do in the 8th house, so you may go and see certain books or go and see certain videos in YouTube or see certain information in the websites. So when you will check that, you will find few things in common and majority of the things uncommon to what is written in the books, in the websites, in the videos, etc. So once you have read all these things, you will get confused. The things which will be common in case the moon is in the 8th house and it is debilitated. So one thing will be common, that all sides will say that the moon is debilitated. And moon has Balarishtha yoga. So Balarishtha yoga means the person may die, rather will die when less than 8 years of age. But you will find that people born in Aries ascendant and moon in the 8th house, and I am one of them, is still alive. And when you will see that the practically things are not happening, you will get confused further. So all children taking birth like this, moon in the 8th house, in the 8th sign, will not die. Till 8 years of age, it's obvious. Some of them may die whom moon may be exalted. This is also possible. So how will we predict in such a case? Because one book says something different, another book says something, Saravali says something different, Faldipika says something different, Mantreshwar says something different, Brejatak says something different, this website speaks of something different, in YouTube video Mr. X says this, Mr. Y says that. But you should have your own decision on it, so what is the correct thing. And you cannot remember everything what others are saying. And you cannot read volumes and cram it. So how to do it, which is very easy to draw the conclusions, is you have to see the placement and the lordship of the planet. Say planet moon is placed in the 8th house and its lordship is 4, right? So moon will give the result of 400. So one planet gives its results on the basis of its placement and lordship, and the second is in nakshatra. Suppose it is Scorpio, obviously it is Scorpio, so in Scorpio there are 3 nakshatras, Vishakha, that is of Jupiter, Anuradha, that is of Saturn, and Jyeshtha, that is of Mercury. Suppose moon is in the nakshatra Anuradha, so moon will give the result of 10 and 11, the lordship of Saturn, and suppose Saturn is also placed in the 11th house. So I will not write 11 again, so moon will give the result of 4, 8, 10 and 11. And normally what person asks about married life, health, property, vehicle and profession. So 10, 11 houses are there, so the moon is good for profession. 4, 11 is there, so property can be purchased. 8, 11 is there, legacy can be there. 9, 12 and 3 is not there, so there will be no long travel. But otherwise, nearly everything is alright. He will have enough money, he will be able to earn good money. Now coming on to that moon is from 0 degree to 3 degree 20 minutes, so it is in Vishakha. The moon is in the Jupiter nakshatra, and say Jupiter is placed in the 12th house. So Jupiter will give the result of 9 and 12. So when Jupiter is giving result of 9 and 12, so 8 and 12 houses will be in operation, so it is bad for everything, all the events of life more or less. Although long travel is expected, but even there can be problem. However, if Jupiter shifts to the 11th house, so there is some improvement, because 11th house is good. Now coming on to that moon is from 16, 14, 40 to 30 degrees, so moon will be in Mercury nakshatra, so that is Jyeshtha. So suppose Mercury is here in the 11th house, so Mercury will give the results 3, 6 and 11. So 6, 8 is there. so it is troublesome. It is medium for marriage, not good for married life. It shows property purchase on loan, but has problems in the professional life. Now friend, this is how we will deal with the results of Mercury. So whatever the person will ask, we are able to give the answers. Now coming on to that, the moon is not in the Scorpio, moon is in some other sign, say Sagittarius sign. So if moon is in Sagittarius sign, that means the ascendant becomes Taurus. So ascendant is Taurus, so moon will give the result of 3 and 8, and moon can be in the nakshatra of Ketu, Venus or Sun. Suppose moon is in the nakshatra of Sun. So this is the sign of Sun. Suppose Sun is in own sign, so Sun will give the result of 4th house. So when 4th house is signified, so you see it is good for property purchase, shows short travels. It says nothing for marriage. It is also not very good for professional life. It is more or less neutral. Now if moon is in Venus nakshatra, 13, 22, 26 degree, 40 minutes in Sagittarius. So Venus will give the result of 1, 6. And suppose Venus is in the 6th house, so it remains 1, 6. So 1, 6, 8 is bad for health. So these two houses are bad for health. For marriage, it denies marriage because 1 and 6 are 12 from 2 and 7, which are the positive houses of marriage. And for profession also 6 and 8, both houses are not good, 1 and 3 are neutral, no 10 and 11 houses are significant. So this is how we can give the results of moon. Similarly, we can give the result of moon in other signs also, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, seeing the nakshatra, which nakshatra is there, so we can write down the nakshatra and write down the houses significantly. So this is the way how to predict a planet in the respective house, especially moon in the 8th house, but any planet which is in the 8th house will give the similar result. If Mercury is also there, the house is signified at the same, the results will remain the same. But if it is moon, so what is the difference? The difference is there. If moon is say good for profession, like when it was in Scorpio, so it was signifying 4, 8 and 10, 11, and the nakshatra was Saturn. So if one seeks for a job and this type of moon is good, this moon is good, so person will get a government job because moon signifies government. Similarly, if he purchases a property, because 411 is signified, he will get property from the government authority. So in various cities, nearly all cities in India, the government authorities, they sell properties, flats, etc. So person will purchase property or flat from that. So this is the significance of moon, which will be helpful for telling other things additionally, which will be able to predict precisely. This is how one can predict moon in the 8th house. So do not go and see all these videos and all, because you will get confused. Now here what you can do it, you can create and you can understand a particular horoscope yourself. As if a moon is here, so the other planets may not be there. Like in one case, in one horoscope, like for example, Venus is here. Another horoscope, Venus can be in the 10th house. So if moon is in the nakshatra of Venus, in one condition, moon will give the result of 1 and 6. In other condition, moon will give the result of Venus 1, 6, 10. So the results may change. So because two horoscopes cannot be the same, the results of planets cannot be the same, although they remain in the same sign and same nakshatra. So therefore, going and studying all these books, seeing all these videos and what is written in the website, etc., is not useful. each horoscope you will have to understand yourself, and this is the way with which you will be able to predict precisely, and the person you will find be satisfied, and you also will be satisfied because you have done it yourself. Thank you very much, and if you have understood the thing precisely what I have said and you have liked it, please give a like to the video and subscribe my channel so that when a new video comes you are able to see that also, you will get the information of that video also. Thank you very much.